Hello, smart garden family. Welcome back to the channel where we dig deep into the secrets of truly regenerative gardening. Today, I want to share something with you that has the potential to fundamentally transform the way you think about soil health. Imagine a single, overlooked mineral that could revolutionize how we farm and garden forever. It's not a new GMO or a chemical cocktail, but something far more fundamental, with the power to heal soil at its core. This isn't about feeding plants, it's about making your soil alive again, in ways you won't believe. The silent crisis below our feet. Beneath the surface of our gardens and farms, an invisible battle is raging. Modern agricultural practices have stripped our soil bare, creating a silent crisis that affects everything from the nutrient density of our food to the health of our entire ecosystem. Decades of intensive farming, reliance on synthetic inputs and soil compaction have left our earth depleted, lifeless, and struggling to support the very crops we depend on. The consequences ripple outward: nutrient-deficient vegetables, increased pest pressure, water runoff issues, and land that requires ever-increasing chemical intervention just to produce mediocre yields. Most gardeners and farmers have been conditioned to think in terms of NPK, that's nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and while these macronutrients are certainly important, they actually represent only a fraction of what plants really need to thrive. Traditional fertilizers offer a temporary fix, a quick green-up that, just masks deeper deficiencies without addressing the fundamental problem. Our soil has been robbed of its complex mineral foundation. It's kind of like trying to build a house with only 3 types of materials, when you actually need dozens. The structure might stand for a while, but it will never reach its full potential, and eventually, it will crumble. Enter azomite, a natural volcanic ash deposit that represents a radical departure from conventional soil amendments. Formed from an ancient volcanic eruption that deposited mineral-rich ash into a freshwater lakebed, azomite is a uniquely complex substance containing over 70 trace minerals in their natural plant-available forms. Unlike synthetic fertilizers or simple rock dusts, azomite offers a complete spectrum of micronutrients that mirror the mineral diversity plants evolved with over millions of years. This isn't about adding 1 or 2 missing elements. It's about restoring the entire mineral matrix that healthy soil should contain. The magic of azomite lies in its micronutrient synergy. Elements like boron, copper, manganese, zinc, magnesium, iron, and dozens of others work together in intricate biochemical pathways within plants. When even 1 trace mineral is missing, it becomes the limiting factor that prevents plants from reaching their full genetic potential, a principle known as Liebig's law of the minimum. Azomite addresses this by providing the complete nutritional foundation plants need for optimal enzyme function, photosynthesis, immune response, and nutrient uptake. But the benefits extend far beyond direct plant feeding. These trace minerals also feed and activate the soil microbiome, those billions of beneficial bacteria and fungi that form the living foundation of healthy soil. As the microorganisms thrive, they unlock nutrients already present in your soil, creating a self-sustaining cycle of fertility that conventional fertilizers simply cannot match. Radical soil rehab, real-world transformations. The transformative power of azomite becomes evident when you witness degraded land returning to life. Farmers and gardeners worldwide have documented remarkable turnarounds in soil that seemed beyond hope: compacted clay becoming friable and workable, sandy soil gaining water-holding capacity, and lifeless earth suddenly teeming with earthworms and beneficial insects. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the natural result of restoring mineral balance to soil that has been mined of its nutrients for decades. The microorganisms respond first, multiplying rapidly when given the trace minerals they need to thrive. As microbial populations explode, they begin breaking down organic matter more efficiently, creating humus and improving soil structure in ways that no mechanical intervention can achieve. The impact on plant performance is equally dramatic. Growers consistently report increased yields of larger, more flavorful produce with enhanced color and nutritional density. Higher Brix readings, a measure of sugar concentration that correlates with nutrient density and flavor, are common in azomite-treated crops. Vegetables maintain their freshness longer after harvest, and fruits develop deeper, more complex flavors. Plus, plants demonstrate remarkable resilience against drought, disease, and pest pressure. This isn't about forcing growth with synthetic inputs, it's about enabling plants to express their full genetic potential by providing the complete mineral nutrition nature intended. Integrating azomite into your growing system, well, it requires understanding both the product and your specific growing conditions. For garden beds and raised beds, you'll want to incorporate 2 to 4 pounds per 100 square feet into the top 6 to 12 inches of soil before planting. If your beds are already established, simply sprinkle azomite around your plants and lightly rake it into the surface, then water thoroughly to begin moving minerals into the root zone. Trees and shrubs benefit from 1 to 5 pounds applied annually around the drip line, with the amount scaled to tree size. For lawns, broadcast 3 pounds per 1,000 square feet once yearly, or twice annually in spring and fall for optimal results. Container gardeners should mix half a teaspoon per inch of pot diameter into potting soil, then top dress every 3 months to maintain mineral levels. Alright, so let's talk about timing and patience. The timing and frequency of application matter significantly. You see, spring and fall are just perfect for outdoor applications. That's when moisture and microbial activity help incorporate minerals into the soil ecosystem. Azomite works as a slow release amendment, so, patience is essential here. Now, moving on to the long-term benefits and integration. You might notice stronger leaf color and slight new growth within 1 to 4 weeks as initial minerals become available. By 4 to 6 weeks, growth typically accelerates noticeably, with stronger stems, more robust root systems, and increased flowering or fruiting. But really, the magic unfolds over multiple growing seasons as soil biology flourishes and mineral reserves build. Azomite works best when integrated with other regenerative practices, like composting, cover cropping, and mulching. Adding 50 pounds per ton of compost supercharges microbial decomposition and creates a mineral-rich amendment that feeds both plants and soil life. The future of food and soil health, honestly, is something that impacts us all. The implications of mineral-rich soil extend far beyond individual gardens and farms. As we face climate uncertainty, depleted agricultural lands, and concerns about food security, rebuilding soil mineral reserves becomes not just beneficial but really essential. Azomite and similar natural amendments represent a path forward that works with nature rather than against it, creating resilient agricultural systems that improve rather than degrade over time. By remineralizing our soils, we sequester carbon, improve water retention, reduce chemical dependency, and produce genuinely nutritious food that nourishes both bodies and communities. Each of us has a role to play in this soil revolution. So, start experimenting with azomite in your own garden and observe the changes. Share your results with fellow gardeners, and support farmers and producers who prioritize soil health over short-term yields. Most importantly, commit to being a soil steward, recognizing that the thin layer of topsoil beneath our feet represents the foundation of all terrestrial life. If this guide has opened your eyes to the hidden world of soil minerals, make sure to subscribe to Smart Garden and hit that notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into regenerative growing practices. Share this video with anyone who cares about growing nutrient-dense food and healing our land. Together, we can transform our gardens and our planet, one mineral-rich handful of soil at a time.